Back to the stage, director AmmaAsante and Georgia. I'm really curious. I mean, this is a time period in history that has been canonizing film. I wonder if you could speak. I mean, we've heard so little about Black Germans, right? So I wonder if you could speak a bit about your research process for the film.
Well, is this working?
I think I pressed something accidentally.
Yours didn't work. No, yours isn't working either.
Why is it not working?
No, it's not working.
Because given that this is a time period in history that we've seen so frequently on film, yet heard so little about Black Germans, could you please talk a bit about your research process?
Yeah. Growing up and into my 20s and my 30s, I had a fair understanding of the history around the Holocaust. It was always an area of history that I was very interested in because, as cliche as it is, I am interested. Directors always say this, but human beings' great propensity for good, but also for evil. And the Holocaust, in all of its stark reality, was such an incredible example of that and what evil can do. And so I knew a little about that. It was important for me to go in and really dig deep and find out as much as possible. So in the very beginning, I hired a researcher, and we utilised all of the kind of museums across the world. In the United States Holocaust Museum, the Yad Vashem in Israel, absolutely, the Wheeler Library in London, everything we could find that was gave us easy access, and we were able eventually to go into some archives as well, and things elements that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get in the general library, or you couldn't order on Amazon, or whatever. We could get images and photocopy them. We'd be able to photocopy pieces of text and historical text and bring that back and kind of really study it. And then we had another foundation that I felt that I wouldn't be asking stupid questions of survivors. We began the process of finding Black survivors of the Holocaust, or Black survivors of that period, and I was blessed, really, that I caught a moment in time when they were still alive, and I was able to sit down and interview them and record them and have conversations on them. And from that, there were very clear patterns. They were all very different, but they also had clear patterns within their experiences. That was something that I wanted to make sure was captured in the film. Those issues of belonging, and also that connection with the isolation, but the connection also with the white world that was around them, because their mothers were white. These were children that were isolated from communities that looked like them, but they were not isolated from general society. And this idea that because they weren't targeted for mass murder in the way that the Jews were, the flip side of that coin meant that they were existing sometimes, often, in a society that was meant they were literally submerged in white supremacy, and yet in a place where they were born and bred, and that they, in a country whose flag they wanted to take ownership of and wanted to belong to.
So in that same vein, how did you move from there to this story?
Well, so I already began shaping of the story based on the world and my understanding of the existence of how these children had to live within this white supremacist world. I already knew I wanted to tell a story about survival, about belonging, about identity. That I already knew. For that I knew I needed comparison. And I wanted the comparison to be the complete other side of this spectrum. So in that you get Wits, played by George, and next to George Mackay, who is he's a privileged So knowing the story that I wanted to tell, in the sense that I wanted to make a comparison for anybody that saw Belle, you know, in the way that with Belle you see exactly who she is, exactly who she is not, through comparison with her cousin Elizabeth, who's white. I wanted to be able to do the same thing. I wanted it to be a boy. I knew I wanted it to be a boy. I knew I wanted it to be. I knew that I wanted him to not have to be afraid quite in the same way, not have the same threat over him, but I also wanted them to have a relationship that was that opened him up to question himself and his identity. Well, that was an echo of what was happening to her. You know, this story is her story, but in his own way, there are echoes that run through or resonate through his story also.
Thank you. Can you talk about then how you began casting for the parts? Why these fabulous actors?
Yeah. Well, I started first and foremost with Amanda. I didn't know AmmaAsante at all. I knew that a young woman several years ago had written to me in my DM direct message box on Twitter and had asked if she could interview me for her feminism class because she had seen Belle and loved this movie. And I tried to make that work, but because I was working so hard on promoting the film, it hadn't worked. And about a year later, I saw another little girl, I thought, on screen doing a piece to screen about cultural appropriation. And it was so concise, and it was so clever, and it was so carefully crafted and full of intellect that I thought, my God, this girl is amazing. I've got her on my Facebook page. I don't know who she is, but if I had a child, she would have to be her. And then I was obsessed, and I was kind of like, AmmaAsante, and that name's ringing the bell. I Googled it, I see she's in the Hunger Games, never seen the Hunger Games, sorry, Hunger Games. So, but I'm thinking I've seen it somewhere in an inbox. So I start going through my different inboxes. I go through my Twitter inbox a long way, and I suddenly see that name. And then I'm like, it's the same girl, it's the same child. She was a child then, she was 15 when she wrote to me. So then I reached out to her on Twitter, and from that point the rest is history. When it came to Wonderful George, I thought I was practically there on casting. I was down to 2 actors. I had to pick between them over a weekend. I kept looking at their tapes of their auditions, and my casting director said, I have one more young man that I'd like to show to you, and I don't think you should make a decision until you've seen him. And my weekends generally, because I have to travel, I decided the weekend uptight, and I was kind of like, really, I don't want to look at another tape of anybody. But he forced me to, and I had a look, and it was George's tape. He was away filming in Spain, and George had taken one of my favourite scenes in the film. He had basically blocked it himself, directed it himself, got the young actress, I believe, that was working with him on the film that he was making in Spain to be Lena, and this piece of self-tape that he did just completely and utterly blew me away. I was like, I don't have a job. He's kind of done it himself, but I wanted, there was something about his energy and something about his understanding of a complex character that I wanted to engage with, and it was easy. I rang up my casting director and said, it's another deal, just like, hurry up, offer him the role, and I did, yeah.
George, can you talk a bit about what this role was like for you playing this part?
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's this complexity that Amma is so eloquent and articulate in exploring and expressing. And what I found, so fascinating about Lutz is how he is at the other side. And this is the story of someone who knows or has a very strong sense of who she is inside, but her outside context, and also foremost, I guess, 2 levels of outside context and their reaction to her prevent her from being who she knows she is inside or who she wants to be. And Lutz is the antithesis of that, where he is had a very easy run of understanding himself because he's understanding himself. He's understood himself via the outside and something that has been built for him, a regime that isn't his true sort of spiritual, personal self, and it takes the personal connection of her to understand that. And I think that dichotomy is something that of how you define yourself and the balance between you know, that being you and that being the world's reaction to you and your reaction to the world is a constant thing that we're all trying to navigate in every way. And some things are in our control and some things are out of our control, and some things we can tell ourselves are out of our control actually are. And all of these things are things that Amma made me recognise and examine myself when I read the script. And so it's a real honour to be a part of Exploring Country Words.
How did you do your process for getting into character and the weight of having to wear that uniform?
Yeah, well, you're a history student, because similarly for me, this was an incredible history lesson in terms of I wasn't really into history that much at school, and I didn't study it further than was needed. But I thought, in terms of understanding Lutz, he's someone who's built, he's an artist, and I can't get on board with those viewpoints, and therefore in understanding him, I've got to do the research as to how someone can do, because he is existing in the present, he's not existing within the hindsight that we have today. And so it became a case of researching the history of socially and economically what was going on, what his context was basically, where he was coming from, and how he could ever buy into those ideas. And I was really shocked as to how sort of one-sided my learning was up until trying to examine it for the purposes of knowing what it was like for a young German boy at that time. I know of the Treaty of Versailles, but I didn't know that what was written that the Germans had to take full responsibility for every death in the First World War. And so therefore, if you've then got someone, as a new leader, Adolf Hitler saying, your future is yours and you shouldn't be made to say that, that's not fair, you can kind of see how someone will go, no, this is a good cause that I'm getting behind it, and not understand the logic and be taken on by this propaganda and it's very present, this kind of someone who's a bit unsure of who they are and themselves, attaching themselves to something bigger, and by doing that you let go of the responsibility of working out yourself, because you just give yourself over to a cause, and if you've decided that cause is admirable, that was kind of it. So it was a huge amount of just understanding the social, cultural, kind of presence of where Lutz was, and then in terms of putting the costume on, it's a strange juxtaposition in terms of they were very good uniforms, the Hugo Boss uniforms. They're sort of you feel the power in the shape of those clothes. In the simple, wearing those boots, they are powerful shoes. But as you say, when you understand what that power did and how abominable and destructive those symbols are, it is very compromising. So it's a strange both, because you can understand how someone could, how someone felt, what those costumes were meant to make those boys feel, because they were costumes, and that's what a uniform is. It's a mask. But then it's weird to know the result of what those symbols did. So I don't know if that answers your question, but it's a bit of both.
So the question is, for Amma, why do you think it's important to continue the conversation going about individuals who are straddling racial lines?
I think the interesting thing about individuals who are straddling racial lines is that they're on screen. They are a representation of intersection. They are a representation of duality. They're a representation of elements that are afforded us, but they are a shorthand and a shortcut in an a 2-hour movie. I have to say, I don't think it's necessary for me to continue the conversation. I think it's important for us to have conversations about all kinds of intersections and all kinds of people. A really interesting fact, I say again for anybody who's seen Belle, is that this was supposed to be my second film. My first film, I was blessed to win a film award in the UK, a British Academy Award. And I was like, yay, this is good, because there's nobody really out there like me in the UK making movies. This means I'll be able to make the next movie I want to make. And so I got a big shock as I started to research this movie and eventually finished the first couple of drafts and was told powers that be, this was too big for me. And therefore this was not necessarily a movie that I was going to be able to get made. And so, but the script was being passed around in the UK industry. And the feedback I got was that people loved the script and they loved the journey of the female character in this. But I guess it was possibly too bold and tearing down the walls of the status quo too quickly for people. Exactly, too quickly for people to place a woman of colour at the centre of a history where we haven't seen her before. And so, had this been my second film the way I wanted it to be, there would be no Belle. Because Belle came to me because of this script. It came to me because the exec producers and the producers were like, let's send them a postcard of Diana Belle and Elizabeth, a story of a biracial girl living in 18th century England. Because, she's that girl who's good at biracial stories. And so, she's written Wet Hands Touch. And so that's how my journey with Belle began, in creating, the story and script for that. And then, eventually directing it. And I thought, if I make this movie, I will be able to prove to them that Wet Hands Touch is not too big for me. I raised about 3/4 of the money for Wet Hands Touch by making Belle, by proving myself through making Belle, but it wasn't enough. And so then when David Yellow came to me with the film he wanted to make, that being United Kingdom, which is another film I had here at the festival 2 years ago, I thought, what, this film is so big and so epic, that if I make this movie, there's no way they will continue to tell me that Wet Hands Touch is too big for me. So I made that movie, raised the last, maybe quarter of the budget, and opened the London Film Festival with that movie, and literally the day after just flew to Belgium and began pre-production for this. Those two movies were a bit to prove to the industry and show the industry why I was worthy of making the film that I've been trying to make for 12 years, which is this film. Do something that people perceive well, they will continue to send you more of it, or in a way try to box you in a space where you're doing the same. So, I feel like I've definitely said all I can on that element of the conversation. Will I continue to tell stories about intersection and duality? Yes, always. Will it be in the format of interracial relationships or biracial stories? Probably not, because I feel, I can pass that back to someone else now. But I'm glad that I've told the stories, that I have this body of work. What I want to do with at least my 4 films is to show my scope. In the way that I wanted to show a scope of humanity for Black children on that screen, because screen is very, very bad and very, very good, whenever, the normal spectrum in between, I want to be able to do that with my work as well. And so it's time for me to, move on and show something different. This has been an honesty, and I feel very rewarded and fulfilled to be able to bring it to audiences, because it's the realization of a dream, really.
Beautifully done. Thank you.